has risen to the top of the industry, and the main goal of this platform was to dethrone Twitch as the king of streaming. But you see, every method that Kick tried to use against Twitch ultimately backfired, and now it's looking like the entire project is failing.
I made $30 from streaming for 5 hours. 8,000 viewers, front page on Kick, I got $30.
I think that whole KCIP marketing thing was a f***ing lie. X was paying more. I got paid more from Elon than I did from KCIP. That KCIP shit is a f***ing scam.
Literally, I got told yesterday, unless I'm gambling on stake, they are not upping my KCIP. So motherfuckers don't even care about Kick no more. I'm just being real.
But what exactly were the methods that they used? How did they backfire? And where is Kick at today? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. But first, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Trappers with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Nice. With all of that being said, let's get into how the Kick project has officially fallen. Okay, so to start, Kick streaming was originally founded back in late 2022, and the platform officially launched later in January of 2023. The company was backed by Eddie Craven and B. John Tehran, two crypto billionaires who were most known at the time for their other popular business venture, Stake.com. Now, as some of you probably know, Stake is an online casino company. They've signed multiple big streamers over the years, such as XQC, Aiden Ross, and Trainwrecks TV. And honestly, this gambling site alone is the entire reason why Kick streaming even became a thing. You see, originally, all of these streamers that I just mentioned were doing their gambling streams live on Twitch, and while it was growing more and more popular on the platform, that led to a lot of other creators on Twitch complaining about the promotion of gambling to kids and how these gambling streams were basically negatively affecting the platform.
I just know obviously there is a gambling meta and the slots and this and that. But the one thing that I did see was this clip of someone leaking that they were getting paid like 1 or 2 million per month. These casinos are getting at least 1 to 2 million of a return on their investment in me. And how do casinos make money? By taking money from people. So $1 to $2 million of my audience's money is technically going.
I need help fixing my sink.
I'm really trying to follow her.
Let me find a tutorial for you. Do you have a pipe wrench?
Is this it?
Maybe I should schedule a plumber on Thumbtack.
Good call. You the man.
Let's put a pin in it.
Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. In a Chevy of their
to the casinos. Is that wrong? That's crazy. How do you sleep at night?
And I guess they were making some valid points, because that ultimately led to Twitch agreeing with these streamers, which resulted in almost an instant ban for anyone who was streaming on these gambling sites like Stake.com. So when that happened, all of the streamers who were partnered with Stake or sponsored by Stake began banding together in the hopes of fighting back against Twitch and what they felt was an unfair terms of service. And their goal with all of this was to show streamers that there was other ways to stream outside of Twitch. And that's what eventually led to all of these big streamers who were already signed to Stake switching over to the Kick streaming platform. Now, Kick knew that they had to come up with some type of incentives to even rival Twitch, and they did it at a great time because Twitch was having a lot of ongoing problems during that whole journey. So Kick decided to use two things as their marketing strategy. Number one, they promised to not be as strict as Twitch, not to have as strict of a TOS, and overall just give creators more freedom to do whatever they want to do. And long story short, that backfired badly because this site literally became the dark web for the first few months of its existence, which made people understand exactly why Twitch's terms of service is.
Have y'all seen what's going on with Jack? If y'all want, I'll react to the videos. I don't really necessarily know all the details. I know he's getting 3 charges. Will they stick? Who knows? When Jack was on his bully though, he was throwing juice all over Fousey like that. I don't know, Jack. Fousey's a big boy compared to Jack. I don't know what he was thinking. Hey, it's one thing to retaliate. It's another thing to just bully the scene.
As it was. The second marketing strategy that Kick had.
Hey, if there's one thing I can say about Fousey, I get it. You know, y'all can say what you want. Make your jokes. But if there's one thing Fousey did not do, is he did not fake his pranks. To me, he's on the GOAT, Mount Rushmore. And I don't even think he's allowed back on YouTube. Imagine that. Imagine putting... But that's why I encourage people, if you're on the green app, if you're on the purple app, me, I'm on the green app, I visit the Purple app here and there, but I'm really pushing, our community on the Green app and on YouTube. But even with that being said, when we start building, we are building. We're in the midst of building. We have a team right now. But when I have an official team on payroll, by that time, and again, the point of me saying this is to say I encourage you to do the same. By that time, I'll go ahead and invest my money and get a website. And just pay my team to do it and, come correct. Have a nice website. I'll have Patreon on there. Well, I'll have things that I'll have on Patreon. Some behind the scenes, things that wouldn't make it for YouTube. Things that if I edited for YouTube, it just wouldn't be as fun or funny. All type of things. Just the regular day of what I'm doing as a content creator and, maybe behind the scenes in the studio making music, maybe some features. All the music would be there. Maybe some music videos that might not make it. Maybe even some behind the scenes of a music video that's still being edited and you won't see it for another 4 or 5 months. You can see it. And I encourage y'all to do the same. Make a website. You don't need to try to make money off it. It doesn't need to be, hey, come to my website and buy this. But it can be a place for your true core audience, for the people that show up, for the people that click when your name is in the title, for the people that click every one of your videos. For those people, you just have a website where they can go and go even deeper into your content, which is entertainment for them. And I encourage that because if there's one thing that I do believe YouTube has changed people's lives. People are literally vacationing right now and recording it, and all that money will be reimbursed because of YouTube. YouTube has made people's lives easier, better, changed people's lives, changed people's world, changed people's minds. But, you still don't want to have all your ducks, if you can. You can trust YouTube. You can trust making money on the Green app, the Purple app, but have your own website. If you're built like that, I'm talking about 125K subscribed to your YouTube. You should have your own website, and people can get merch there. Not everybody wants you to flood every YouTube video with a 10-second clip of your merch at the end of your video. Put that on the website so the people that actually would buy the merch will be on the website and they'll see those things. Some people just enjoy your content, and I never understood not buying merch. I don't get that. When I rock with someone, I want to rock with them. If I'm watching someone consistently and I enjoy them, I'll wear their YouTube name on my sweater. I just never understood why people don't buy merch. But that's another conversation.
Very large selling point for a lot of people because as we know, everyone loves money, and Kick was promising to give these creators more money than Twitch was giving them, at least taking a way less percentage of their revenue. For those of you that don't know, most streamers on Twitch are on a 50-50 revenue split with the company, so that means Twitch is getting 50% of subscribers, 50% of ad revenue, 50% of basically everything, whereas Kick was promising these creators that they were only going to take 7% of their revenue. So this is when Kick really began leveraging the money aspect, as the company was backed by 2 crypto billionaires, so of course they had a little bit to spend, and it's fair to say that they definitely...
Words and music. Which comes first?
Wait, is that no longer the case on the Green app?
Spent it because in the early days of Kick streaming, there are ways of getting all of the bigger streamers to leave Twitch and come to Kick was by offering them large multi-million-dollar contracts, with streamers like Aiden Ross and SQC reportedly getting contracts worth over $100 million. Now, they weren't the only streamers who received big contracts as well, because there's plenty of other streamers who signed to Kick that received millions of dollars, at least reportedly received millions of dollars.
Is that true?
Such as Bruce drop them off at your age. But on the downside of this, Kick started to realize that this wasn't necessarily the best way to see a return on their investments, as all of this money they were giving out to these creators were basically coming from their own pockets due to them not having any types of partners or sponsors. There's been all types of stuff that's happened on the Kick platforms over the years. There's been all types of racism and pedo allegations and people even passing away. There's been a lot going on Kick. So of course no company is going to want to pay to have their ads ran on that platform. So in layman's layman's terms, there was a lot of money going out, but not a lot of money coming back in. So eventually, that's what led to Kick not offering these very large contracts to their streamers anymore. And honestly, it was probably for the best because it got to the point where they were signing these streamers for millions of dollars. And once they signed the contract, they just got extremely lazy and kind of gave up on their whole content creation. Most of them started doing things like watching movies and just doing bare minimum content, which obviously wasn't what Kick was paying them to do. And to make matters worse, after getting the easy money, most of these creators just ended up leaving and going back to Twitch once their contracts were up.
Oh man. They need to just go deep in their Australian pockets and get everyone, bro. Because one streamer, Solomon would make this shit lit.
Here's the problem.
You need multiple
Here's the
streamers.
problem. They can't give these people these deals anymore because they take these deals, they get lazy.
That's true. So
and then they stop doing the content.
Who did that? Be honest.
I have nothing but love and respect for Bruce.
Yeah.
I love
one
Bruce,
person.
and I think he's an amazing streamer. But when he went to Kick, watching movies, doing streams with no face cam, I was there too. I was doing lazy streams too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but
made some bad business deals in the past. But
yes, okay. Illuminati, that's actually like literally why like they don't give deals anymore. I'm not even joking, because I ain't gonna lie, Sapnap f***ed it up, bro. Sapnap f***ed it up, bro. He f***ed it up for everyone, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a. He did, bro. He f***ed it up for everyone. I ain't gonna lie. That motherfucker signed a multi-million-dollar deal and pulled up 500 viewers, bro. I'm not like, bro, like, what the f***, bro?
So with no large contracts, no ad revenue, and hardly any revenue from subscriptions, this all led to Kick having to develop a whole new system to pay the creators who were actually putting the effort into their content. That's what officially launched the whole project of the Kick Creator Incentive Program, also known as the KCIP. And this was simply just a list of requirements that streamers have to achieve in order to get paid by the hour for their content. And at first, at least from what I've seen on the internet, some creators on this platform were making a lot of money from these streams without doing hardly anything.
$90 for 2 hours, that's $45 an hour, bro. You took a long break, yeah, but this was when my stream messed up. See, that's actually like really good. $345 for 3 hours, that's at least $100 an hour.
Rich. How's that rich? If you think about it, in 15 streams, 21,000, I streamed for an hour. So therefore, that's not bad. $2,000 an hour? No, that's like $1,500 an hour.
There was multiple streamers on the platform making tens of thousands of dollars per stream. Like, I remember when Aiden was showing these rappers and athletes how much he was making with just a few of his streams per month. They were like super surprised by the money that they saw.
So Tyler, in May, I streamed 16 times and I made 600 bands.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in 16 streams.
I want to make that.
So come on, start streaming.
Yeah.
Streamed 16 times.
Super surprised by the money that they saw.
So Tyler,
100
in
bands
May,
a stream?
I streamed 16 times and I made 600 bands.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in 16 streams.
Hey, AD got the bag.
I want to make that.
So come on,
I'm surprised
start
AD
streaming.
doesn't do more.
Well,
He has the money to do more.
It's not good, it's fucking great. Like, man, holy shit.
Like bigger content.
Is it fun being? It's fun being NBA.
Better videos.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how much.
Oh my God! So show me like April.
I didn't do that good. I didn't do that good in April. I made 516 streams, so I made 100 less. So look, we are right here.
Wait, what happened there? You did 16 streams in April also, but made how much less?
Starving.
But AD doesn't run ads.
I got you.
Because the green app doesn't run ads.
But I mean, I would love to make that.
Is it fun being? It's fun being NBA.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how much.
Oh my God! So show me like April.
I didn't do that good. I didn't do that good in April. I made 516 streams, so I made 100 less.
516.
So look, we are right here.
And you say you didn't do that good, AD?
Oh, thank you. So 9 streams, I made 300 bands, right? So look, if we look at May, I streamed 16 streams in May. I made 600. So you and I, we do a subathon. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Go crazy.
Now y'all getting the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for you to come in the streaming world, bro. We're ready for you.
Let's do it.
Shit.
Let's do it. $1 million right there, free.
Chat, W's in the chat for Thug.
W
Thug, man.
Thug is free.
Now, even though this seemed to be a very good idea, and it was widely viewed as something that was
He
going
sound
to
like he just came and picked him up from the cell.
there were some people on the internet who began to question exactly how sustainable this was for Kick. How long could they really continue to pay these streamers tens of thousands of dollars without any type of advertisers to help with the payments? And not to mention, there wasn't like it was a bunch of new viewers using Kick every day, like we see with a lot of the larger platforms like Twitch or YouTube. And unfortunately, over time, these questions proved to be right, because now even the biggest creator on the Kick streaming platform, Aiden Ross, has announced via Twitter that he was going to officially be doing all of his bigger streams on Twitch due to him feeling like there was no discoverability on the Kick app. And honestly, that news couldn't have come at a worse time for the company, because Kick was already getting a lot of backlash all over social media, Twitter specifically, from a lot of creators who were upset that their KCIP payments have dropped over the past few months.
Claude got paid $30 for an 8-hour stream. Okay, let's see what I got.
That's not
let's
petty.
See.
I like his
I don't know
content.
if I can see
I'm
my
here.
stream from today.
I'm just saying. How much you get, Sneak?
$81. You can kind of get why all these niggas gamble. I think that whole KCIP marketing thing was a fucking lie. That doesn't make any sense. X was paying more. Elon Musk was paying more when I did a vlog every day for like 130 days in a a I got paid more from Elon than I did from KCIP.
You worked for Elon
that
for
KCIP
130
shit is a
days?
fucking scam. What a scam. What great marketing. Everybody thinks that KCIP is incredible. What? That shit is dog shit.
Wow. I got $30. I made $30 from streaming for 5 hours. You know when people say, oh bro, like why do you work a 9-to-5 job when you could just be a streamer? 8,000 viewers, front page on Kick. I got $30.
$30?
So if you're thinking about becoming a streamer, that's how much I got. I got paid $30.
And all of that backlash even caused the CEO of Kick, Eddie Craven, to make a...
Listen, we gotta be careful, because right now, if I wanted to encourage you or persuade you to come to the Green app, which I'm a supporter of the Green app, I am, unless I'm misinformed that, they're not doing right by people. But if I wanted to persuade you, I could go find some videos of people praising the Green app. People saying the money's good, people praising the CEOs, Eddies, all that good stuff. So I'm not going to take one person's video who is kind of giving us information but maybe persuading us to not like the Green app. I'm not just going to run with that, chat. I don't know how old these videos are. I don't know how true these comments are. That man has no reason to lie and just told us front page. He was on the front page, chat. When you go on the website, he was one of the screens that you can skip and go to the next person and the next person and see who's live. He was on the front page. He made $30. Man, talk about getting in the game at the wrong time when the work is dried up. But that's all good, because right after the work is dried up and you can't get nothing, all of a sudden we get hit with a season where there's too much work. Everybody got work. Your neighbor got work. Your cousin got work. Work is flowing in. You don't know what to do. You wish you had more money to buy more work. So I'm not complaining, and I'm not getting I'm not feeling the scariness, because all I know is, like they say, the darkest of dawn is right before sunrise. So we ain't worried about that. I will say, the things that we got to take into account are the people complaining. Are they multi-streaming? Do they have deals? Do they not have deals? Because if you're complaining, but you also, I don't know, see, that doesn't make sense. That young man got no reason to lie. I see him around big streamers. His name starts with like a C, I believe. I don't see why he would be sitting there lying. $30? I mean, chat, I know that doesn't mean nothing to y'all, because y'all keep talking about, oh yeah, this month, in a couple months, the New Year's Day, I'll start streaming. So it doesn't, a lot of y'all don't get affected unless it affects you in that very moment, your pockets in that very day. Other than that, y'all don't care. But chat, that makes me want to freaking exit right now and go on the Purple app. That's what that makes me want to do right now. That makes me want to close this tab, go open the Purple app, and go live. Because me, I'm going to show up regardless. I'm going to keep showing up regardless. But that makes me think, again, it's not scary hours. I'm just saying, it does make me think, am I investing my time in the best possible future for me as a streamer? Or should I take my talents elsewhere? Sound like an athlete. But can y'all... Hey, listen, let's talk about this first. We built up a nice little community on the Green app. Do half of y'all at least got the Purple app too? And y'all will come on over? And another thing. What do y'all think? Y'all think this is all, propaganda, semantics, it just sounds good? Or do y'all think the foreseeable future for the Green app might be looking shaky? Be honest. Because I'm telling you, chat, I'm not about to spend my day in, day out building in a place where in the future I look back and say, I'm making good money, but I probably should have jumped ship before the ship sank. Because either way, you're going to win. Either way, if you put the hours in, you're going to get paid. But do you want to get paid, thousands? Like, AD just showed us 16 streams for 600,000 in 16 streams. Wait, did I say that was 100,000 a stream? Why did I say that earlier? I was thinking 6 streams. But AD just showed us 16 streams for 600,000 in a month. That's 1 month. And AD might give you 1 or 2 special guests, but the other 14 of those streams, they weren't like, Mr. Beast production, how long can I survive? $100,000 spent on this. So it's not like he definitely tripled and quadrupled his whatever he invested in the stream, which is probably just 1 or 2 artists. That's a lot of money, chat. Should I be looking into the Purple app? Excuse me, I might just have to. That sucks.
To Twitter, basically saying that the reason why people were getting less money from their KCIP program was because of the removal of bots on the platform, and that the money they were now receiving was a result of their real viewer counts. Now, as we know, botting has been a problem on Kick since the beginning of time, but if they now finally have a process that could remove bots from the KCIP payments, then it would make a lot of sense as to why these creators are getting less money, because Kick has been botted forever.
That wouldn't solve all the answers.
Kick, Aiden Ross put out a tweet himself responding to the claims that the CEO made, and in this tweet, Aiden stated that Kick needed to redesign their outdated system, and then he went on to state how everything is botted nowadays on the internet, even on Twitch, and he concluded this statement with saying that his KCIP payments seemed to be lowered after he left the state company and signed with another online casino company known as Rainbet.
Known as what?
The competition
Rainy
is fierce, and the dogs are flying.
Rainy
I ain't gonna lie, chat. They fucked up KPP so bad. Listen to this, bro. Literally, I got told yesterday, unless I'm gambling on stake, they are not upping my KCIP. So motherfuckers don't even care about Kick no more. I'm just being real. That is crazy. I'm sorry. Like, they literally straight up said, unless you're on stake, we're lowering. Dude, I'm not joking. Clav made like $30, bro. It's cooked. On God, it's cooked. If you're not, if you're on stake.com, they lower your shit.
That's the
I'm sorry.
name.
Now, this is a very bad situation for Kick, because if the biggest streamer on your platform is saying that he's no longer streaming on your platform because there's no discoverability, why would that want to make any new streamers come over to the platform and think they're going to grow when literally the biggest person on the app can't even get discovered for his stream? And now with all of these revenue problems that they seem to be having, it's just very bad, because that's their whole driving point. If creators feel like they can't make more money on Kick than they can on Twitch, and they can't get discovered more on Kick than they can on Twitch, why exactly would they go to Kick over a platform like Twitch or even YouTube? It just doesn't make sense for anyone, especially up and coming creators. And I think it's pretty safe to say at this point that Kick has completely failed, and if they don't find a whole solution to all of these problems, then this whole thing is going to end very badly. But that's just my personal opinion, and as you guys know, the only opinion that matters to me is you guys' opinion. So with that being said, be sure to comment down below and let me know what you think of this entire situation. How do you feel about the Kick streaming platform? Do you think it's safe to say that Kick has failed? And have you personally noticed the shift in the whole Kick culture since it developed? Let me know down below, and while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 25,000 subscribers. And while you're at it, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to give me a thumbs down. down. You guys know any feedback is good feedback to me. And as always, I appreciate all of the love and support. And I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
Man, chat. I can honestly say I wanted to have an opportunity on the Green app. I really wanted to, you know, be one of the guys. Because I feel like the Green app is kind of the underdog. So I really wanted to be one of the guys who built something on the Green app. But y'all done just shook my world in a sense. Because now I'm thinking, you know, that's a good point. The top dogs on the Green app are complaining. What does that say? I don't hear nobody complaining on the Purple app.
Probably in the mid 80s. It seems pretty warm. Probably gonna take.
Oh, are you driving right now?
No, I'm at the beach.
What's the temperature there?
Probably in the mid 80s. It seems pretty warm. Probably gonna take my shirt off and go get in the water in a minute. I can hear you fine. Yeah, you're right here.
There's a guy sitting by me who's answering everything that I say.
There is. I don't see any guy. Oh, I can hear you better here.
Yes? How was your day?
Oh, my day was great. How was your day?
You want to play with my mommy's games when I come back?
Well, that's kind of weird, but I guess I could play with your mommy's games if you want me to.
You're going to get braces?
No, I had braces. I had it when I was 13.
Today?
No, 13.
What place are you going to tonight for dinner?
You know, there's a place actually right near the hotel we're thinking about trying. A friend of ours recommended. So we're looking forward to trying that. A little local food. I like eating the local food. How about you? Hello?
Are you like listening to me talk?
No, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone right now. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that.
We ate some kangaroo and we ate some crocodile.
Kangaroo? I'm sorry, I think we have a bad connection. Did you say you ate kangaroo and crocodile?
We're gonna swim with 2 dolphins.
Why not 3? Let's make it 3 and you get a deal.
We need to get her a juice box.
Oh, juice box. Yeah, juice box. I like a good juice box.
That wants a juice box too.
I like a juice box. Huh?
Where'd you buy your pants?
Oh, these actually are shorts. They're not
juice
pants.
Boxes.
I think I just got them at Old Navy. They're just some real casual shorts.
I don't even think he's talking to anybody.
Oh, well, I am. I'm talking to you.
Chat, who do we think of when we think of juice boxes? This is who we think of, chat. When we hear juice boxes, this is who we think of.
Tigers, bring it in. Let's go. Let's go, guys.
This is who I want you to think of when we talk about juice boxes.
All right, Tigers. Let's get ready to play, huh? I don't want to see any laziness there, okay? We win this, we're in the finals. If we get a big lead, we got to pummel these guys. We got to pummel them at all costs, dominate, and hammer them. I want you to play dirty if you have to, but don't get caught. Young son, stay low, okay? That's easy for you. Just chop block them in the back of the knee. That'll work well. Ambrose, you're big. Don't be afraid to throw the elbow. If you break someone's collarbone, that's a good thing. That's what the medic's for. Otherwise, he's just sitting around, all right? You hear me?
Hey, Phil, I don't think that's a very good attitude. You can't talk about hurting other players.
You don't think? You don't think? I don't think you should be butting in when I'm talking to my team. You're my assistant, okay? You're supposed to back me up and go get me juice boxes when I tell you. Now go get me a juice box.
You know who you're talking to?
I'm talking to the juice box guy.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm just thirsty.
Well, now you go to hell.
No, you go to hell. While you're there, why don't you grab me a juice box?
I'm no juice box boy, I'll tell you that.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. You're like your old man.
I'm not like my old man.
If it weren't for these kids, I would whip your butt.
I can take a punch.
I'm out of here. Bye-bye. I'll see ya, Mr. Big Time Coach.
Bye-bye. I'm not like my old man. I'm a kind and gentle, compassionate human being with a heart as big as a lion. We'll see you later, JUICEBOX. Everyone wave goodbye to JUICEBOX. Literally wave. Do it. Parents too. Everyone wave. Okay. Guys, I only want winners out on the field. Who's a winner? I said, who's a winner? Everyone's hand should be up. Okay, everyone bring it in. Who are we?
Tigers.
What?
Tigers.
All right, let's break someone's clavicle on 3. 1, 2, 3. Break someone's clavicle. Hit the field. Let's go.
Your dad's a trip, you know that?
Move it, move it. Huh? Pick up that piece of trash, Tom. Tuck in your shirt. What are you doing? Have a sense of pride, huh? In fact, why don't you take a lap? Go run a lap. I'm timing you. Pick it up. Faster!
Chat. That scene right there, chat, I already told y'all how I was going to use that as the outro. But that scene right there, hands down, is one of the most funniest moments I ever had when I was watching something. Chat, that was so funny. Like, you know when you're dying of laughter and you can't stop, you just gotta keep rewinding a part and just watching it again. Yeah, it was one of them ones. Chat, remember yesterday we streamed and we were talking about this movie, Collateral, with Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, talking about how it had a lot of unrealistic moments. And then I came across this. I said, why not? You know, I was sitting there kind of, you know, downplaying how good of a movie it is. Let's watch someone talk good about
The
it.
year is 1996. Tom Cruise is on Rosie O'Donnell's talk show to promote the release of his new film, Jerry Maguire, which would result in one of the most famous line delivery in all of film.
Show me the money!
But little did he know that just 3 years later, his off-screen persona would be the inspiration behind the on-screen character of Patrick Bateman. Christian Bale was looking for the right way to nail Bateman's Martian-like attitude.
I simply am not there.
And after stumbling on one of Tom's interviews with David Letterman, he'd found exactly what he was looking for. Bale said that Cruise had this intense friendliness with nothing behind the eyes. It seemed like he'd just watch what other people did and try to work out the right way to behave. So you're probably wondering, why this Rosie interview? Well, just watch.
No, I like her, I do, it's okay. It's Renee I was upset with. It's Renee in the movie with all that.
Tom has this intense energy. It seems like Rosie doesn't have to try to spark some pretty strong laughter, which, oddly enough, ends abruptly. Tom is praised as one of the nicest guys in Hollywood.
Tom Cruise, you are legendary for the amount of time you spend with your fans and the signings and all that kind of.
But where some see an intense friendliness, others see an awkward and forced delivery.
I think it's absolutely appalling when we talk about freedom of speech and human rights. I think it's appalling that they electric shock people.
We have to provide food and shelter for the homeless, while also promoting equal rights for women.
But is it really that out of the realm of normal? Tom opens this interview being super candid about his anxiety.
I'm nervous. You're nervous? I'm nervous. Don't be nervous!
Rosie, however, is intent on showering the guy with compliments, which seem to make him slightly uncomfortable.
Got a little crush on you.
It's common knowledge that people often use laughter as a defense mechanism. Tom is incredibly shy here, so in an effort to regulate the emotions of such a high-stress situation, he turns to laughter.
You don't mind it, do you?
No.
No, does it
No.
scare you a little bit? We're like an inch away from being a star.
Most women do this, and it's funny when I come across like a guy that hasn't been around too many women or hasn't just picked up on that. Maybe he's around women all day, but he hasn't picked up on the fact that women do that out of nervousness. They laugh. And I hear guys say things like, yeah, I couldn't take her serious. She doesn't take nothing serious. And it's not even that. It's just a lot of women do that, bro. A lot of women, you know, women are not used to having the pressure on them. Women don't wake up in the morning and think, if I see a beautiful woman for us, but if I see a handsome man and I'm single as a woman, I'm going to go up to him. Could be my husband. I'll ask him out. Women don't think, that thought doesn't even come to their mind. Taking the first step, leading in any way, hey, I need to get more money. find myself a position where I can hold down and then I can meet a man. Women are not thinking like that. And that's just the world we live in. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just stating the obvious. That's the world that men have. First of all, that's the world that men have been fortunate enough to give to women. God has blessed us in a world where we can work our way up and be able to take care of women. But that being said, arguing. But that being said, women are, I don't know, I guess just not used to being nervous. Whenever I see a woman get nervous, a lot of the time, not every time, a lot of the time, I notice they'll just laugh. They'll just laugh. Like even if it's sexual tension, even if I'm like flirting, and I'm talking about personal experience and women I've seen in different interactions or scenarios, and I'm talking to her and she's talking to me and we like each other, and just randomly they laugh. I've never done that. I never felt like, but everybody has a different defense mechanism. Everybody's different. I'm sure I have things I do when I'm like, a little on edge or just a little hesitant. I'm sure I got things I do. I probably don't even notice that I do them. Anyways, when I first seen this, that's what I thought. Maybe he's a little nervous. They're really going at it. Alright, let's get to it, so that I can click off and be nosy.
Often timing it in response to her comments, even ones that, at times, aren't really that funny. What Tom's doing here is called mirroring. It's where someone pays close attention to the other person, and in an effort to make them feel seen or heard, can sometimes engage in an overly friendly manner. This is incredibly common in day-to-day conversation. It's a sort of social glue that keeps us connected. It's how Tom Cruise is so effectively good at playing the good guy, and he's played them time and time again. He's had decades to develop this charm and approachable charisma, and while at times certainly over the
If someone demands payment with a gift card, it's a scam.
I'm not gonna lie though, chat, like, we love saying that people are nice, as opposed to, like, what? Like, how many actors, like, excuse me, I'm not gonna lie, again, I enjoy hearing those stories. When someone is like, oh yeah, I met Tom Cruise back then in a bar. He was so nice. He let us take pictures. He gave me his signature. I had to go grab a baseball, so I had to go back in the purse, like a mom and her son. And I went and got the ball, and he signed the baseball, and he talked to us for a couple minutes. Like, yeah, I enjoy stories like that, for sure. Especially about people who are no longer here. I wish I had a story like that, near and dear to my heart. Like, I met Nipsey, I gave him my tape. I don't know if he listened to it. I like to think he listened to it, but he took the tape. He was very appreciative. He said he'll check it out. Like, I live for moments like that. That's inspiration. You draw inspiration as a human being when someone you look up to gave a freak about it, gave a freak about you, gave a freak about a conversation with you. So yeah, I for sure, I get that. But a lot of times I feel like we might be giving too much credit to some actors and actresses and entertainers. We're like, oh man, they're so nice. As opposed to what though? As opposed to be a complete prick to you? But then, time out. Let me finish my full thought. Sometimes I feel like we give them too much credit because I feel like, what are they gonna do? Be a prick to you, and then you go and you tell that story on your IG or whatever? But then I'm reminded that even though I feel that way, I still can acknowledge the reality is they don't have to be nice to you. They don't have to be a prick, but they don't have to be nice. So I get it. I do get it. These guys, man.
it seems he can adapt to nearly anyone. This willingness to become a social chameleon and intense commitment to the craft has made him a box office megastar. So what would happen if you deviated from that typecast? A risk that could come at the expense of your career. Fortunately for Cruise, it would be at the direction of one of the most respected filmmakers of the last 50 years.
Tom's a very committed guy, and if I say, Tom, be there at 9, he'll be there 10 to 9.
Michael Mann was certain Cruise could bring a compelling intensity to the character of Vincent.
We spent about 2 or 3 months building up the character of Vincent. What Vincent was doing when he was 2, what Vincent was doing when he was 11. Tom and I had a complete understanding for every single moment.
However, audiences were a mixed bag. It was a departure from his usual roles. No one had really seen him play a character who was truly villainous in quite some time. This, of course, would lead to its share of skepticism. Surely there was no way this overly positive action hero could be so menacing, and even if he could, it would definitely be hard to take him seriously. Then you watch the film and realize whoever doubted this performance initially could not possibly have been more wrong.
I do this for a living!
Within their first interaction, you notice Vincent is a nihilist.
To tell you the truth, whenever I'm here, I can't wait to leave. Sprawled out, disconnected. You know, that's me.
He seems to discuss only the flaws within LA, even engaging in a little sarcastic back and forth.
You're one of these guys that do instead of talk.
Yeah.
Vincent is incredibly good at getting Max to put his guard down. He can easily predict the behavior of others and empathize with them.
These guys don't pay you sick leave. How much you pull down a shift?
I'll make it 600.
Here's 300 down. What's your name?
Max.
I'm Vincent.
Constantly using this emotional awareness to further his crime spree and diffuse tension. While violence is certainly an option, he avoids it if he can.
Just please, man, don't do anything.
And don't let me get cornered.
While at times considerate,
Flowers?
It's next to money, 1 minute thing.
She carried you in her room for 9 months.
he's never attached.
And we gotta make the best of it. Improvise, adapt to the environment.
But criminals don't always come in the form of people like Vincent. Most aren't as technical or fearless, but they're still pretty bold. It's incredibly frustrating to have your data leaked online. Recently, AT&T revealed that nearly all of their customers call and Aura, and they give things and minimize the risk. Either you can go to aura.com and Aura for sponsoring today's video. Now, there's this trope in movies where the main villain or protagonist is usually connected to something, either a loved one or a person in passing that can be used as
At Travelers, we're driven by care. That's why our superior auto claims
as an Achilles heel. While Max has this, Vincent does not. When your job is to be as cold, calculated, and efficient as possible, you absolve yourself of any real attachment or fault. It only serves to slow you down. This is noticed almost immediately after the first stop.
You killed him? No, I shot him. Bullets in the fall killed him. You threw a man out of the window.
I didn't throw him. He fell.
Max is understandably distraught, at which point Vincent calms him down with a little whataboutism.
Max, 6 billion people on the planet, you're getting bent out of shape because of one fat guy. Have you ever heard of Rwanda?
Yes, I know Rwanda.
Nobody's killed people that fast since Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Did you bat an eye, Max?
Man, I don't know any Rwandans.
You know the guy that trunk either.
The thing is, he's not doing it out of empathy or morality. He's just trying to further the mission by putting Max at ease.
You promised not to tell anybody, right?
Yeah. Get in the car.
There are even moments where you see sparks of morality, moments where the audience wants to root for the both of them.
Not get excited? How am I supposed to not get excited? Listen, you try to extort a working man. And what are you trying to pull, you sarcastic? I tell him he's an ass. Go ahead.
You're an ass.
When Vincent forces Max to finally stand up for himself, it's entirely self-serving, yet it's still somewhat touching. When at the gas station, Vincent warns that Max's behavior could lead to more harm.
You attract attention, you're gonna get people killed who didn't need to be.
Vincent personally doesn't care, but he knows Max does, and he's able to play the role of the empathetic voice of reason.
Okay, if it makes you feel any better, he was a criminal, involved in a continuing criminal enterprise.
These little sparks of humanity are scattered throughout the film. They're what make him so terrifying.
Man. You hassling my driver again?
Vincent is not just a guy brute forcing his way through every interaction. He's clearly a bad guy, but he can adapt to any social situation no matter the level of stress.
So, 5, thanks. Have a good night. Yeah, mizzle. You?
Take this scene within the jazz bar. Vincent convinces Max to grab a drink and release tension.
I told you about this place off Crenshaw. All the West Coast greats played there. Dexter Gordon, Charlie Mingus.
To Max's surprise, jazz is something Vincent is deeply familiar with.
It's off now. Behind the notes. Not what's expected.
Given that he's convinced Max that they're here casually, Max is comfortable enough to chat up the jazz musician and share a drink with him.
You know, that was Miles, man.
For the owner, nothing seems out of the ordinary, and with the addition of Max, the musician puts his guard down. This, of course, ends up sealing his fate.
I just when I thought you were cool guy. Come on, Vincent. Give the dude a pass. I'm working here. Listen.
But it's this moment right here that I find most interesting within this scene. In an effort to maintain Max's composure, Vincent lets his emotions get in the way of business.
I'll ask a question.
What question?
Jazz question. And you get it right. We roll.
We know he has a pretty strong knowledge of jazz music. He's a man who has the capacity to both understand and enjoy art, yet he's built this tough exterior to shield himself from any potential vulnerability.
You got the answer right. But you let him go.
To Vincent, emotion is weakness. When the urging of Max and pleading from the jazz musician fall on deaf ears, it seems to break the facade. This is the first clear instance where we find out that Vincent isn't just a violent criminal. I mean, he most certainly is ruthless and cold-blooded, but doesn't have the psychopathic lack of understanding that you usually see within these films.
Yeah, I'm not the one lying to my mother.
She hears what she wants to hear. I don't disillusion.
Yeah, right. Maybe she hears what you tell her.
He's very articulate, able to conjure up conversations and personas on the fly whenever it's warranted. The scariest type of psychopath is the one that could so easily blend into any environment. He's well-dressed, well-groomed, well-spoken, and can flip from sincere
I'm very happy to meet you, Mrs. DeRocher.
Oh, just call me Ivy.
to extremely dangerous at a moment's notice. At times, these car conversations with Max can get pretty vulnerable.
Got drunk, beat me up, foster homes. We're back with him.
Now, what Max doesn't realize is that a man like Vincent will only open up if there's no risk involved. In his mind, Max's fate is already sealed.
Just take comfort knowing you never had a choice.
He's simply toying with this evening's cab driver. As the saying goes, dead men tell no tales. The film's title is Collateral, which refers to the initial payment of $700 for his cab services. At this point, it's far past the money. There's a moment at the hospital where Vincent lets Max know how easily he can appeal to those he loves by being kind and sincere towards his mother.
You pay for my flowers? They're beautiful. You must be one of Max's important clients.
You know, I like to think of myself as his friend.
It's interesting how different we're watching this movie. I watch this movie and I just view Vincent as a realist. He's just honest. Maybe that's because that's what I like, so I look for it. Maybe that's because I relate to him in that way. By making him a realist, I see myself in him. I feel like most of us, at least us who care about the movie we're watching, we somewhat want to relate to every character somehow, some way. And that's why it's a real great job when they do like a psycho killer, you know, that you don't feel like you can relate to. I feel like you're overthinking. No, you're not overthinking. You're seeing the movie the way you see it. But I wouldn't say that I see what you're saying. There's nothing to agree here or disagree. So I'm gonna hold back from saying I don't agree, because there's nothing to agree. You see it the way you see it. My POV is my POV. My thing is just, I just feel like he's a realist. You know, when he meets her, he's just honest. He's honest. And anyone who he would meet, he would be respectful. How are you? Nice to meet you. It's not him blending in. I feel like when he talks to Max, you know, the character Jamie plays, he's honest. He's a realist. Yeah, you tell her what you want to tell her. Maybe you tell her what you want her to hear. You know, yeah, you're a go-getter, right? You've been working here 12 years and you're saying you're going to leave soon. Like, you know, he's just honest, he's blunt, he calls things out. But he's such a realist that what might look crazy to us who have morals and wouldn't do that, he's willing to do it for money. It's a job. He's just a realist. Which is why I think he's such a great character. But it's interesting the way you see it. You see it like he's trying to blend in. He's trying to seem one way. I guess he's not that honest if he was still willing to off the jazz player, even after saying if you get it right, you'll be okay. Carry on, it's your show.
The FBI's pursuit and a new love interest are all leveraged against Max.
You got 10 minutes. At 10:01, I drive to the hospital and execute your mother on my way out of town.
Vincent is able to maintain composure because he knows he carries all the chips. He humors these more in-depth conversations, making small talk about dreams and life as if he were an old friend.
Millions of galaxies of hundreds of millions of stars and a speck on one. That's us, lost in space.
This adaptability is super intriguing to an audience. When we picture people who are as vicious as Vincent, they usually don't carry the sophisticated charm, his conversation skills, or his appearance. We picture monsters, people unable to blend in with the general public. Whenever he says something that's morally sound, it's almost hard to accept.
They project onto you their flaws. They don't like about themselves, their lives, whatever.
As the viewer, we're conflicted. Why should we listen to a man responsible for so much tragedy? Surely if he'd go to these extremes, anything he says should be dismissed. But that's exactly the film's intent. You're supposed to be bothered by the fact that you can share the same views or perception of ideas with such a dangerous individual.
17 million people. This is going to be the 5th biggest economy in the world. Nobody knows each other.
It makes us uncomfortable. Vincent and Max are opposite extremes. Max is incredibly passive, usually in the perpetual service of others, who lies to protect his pride and lets his ambitions pass him by.
I offer one fat Angelino and you throw a hissy fit.
Vincent is a taker, a man who lets his actions do the talking, who has completely distanced himself from emotional attachment or a moral compass. But the scariest part of Vincent is not that he doesn't know right from wrong. He's completely aware of it, even more than the vast majority of people. He just simply doesn't care.
There's no good reason, there's no bad reason to live or to die.
Then what are you?
They're different.
A man who has consciously sworn off any attempt at human connection in pursuit of financial gain.
That's what I do for a living.
A man who knows exactly what he's doing and completely accepts it. This is the crux of Vincent's ideals and what makes him such a compelling character. I really think Tom Cruise was perfect for this role. I mean, who knew he could capture terrifying subtlety so well?
I'd sit down and have meetings with him and he was, showed me pictures of where the character came from. And
how he seamlessly transitions from being a ruthless captor
What's going with my work?
to a friendly advisor. Cruise's performance is meant to challenge our perception of morality. This makes Vincent not only one of the most memorable and chilling villains of all time, but one who is disturbingly relatable.
At Navy Federal Credit Union.
I really don't look at it as blending in. Like, I wonder how... Do you ever wonder how people see you? Because you shouldn't. To be honest, you shouldn't. You should worry about how you see you, and how God looks at you should trump even how you see you. But I do wonder, because I just feel like I'm a realist and I'm honest. I can get in one taxi going to get a haircut, and I can have a conversation about the planet and stars and, the universe with someone, with the cab driver, with the cabbie. And then I can get in another taxi on my way back and talk about family and growing up and trauma with the cabbie driving me back home. Like, that's how I feel most realists are, most honest people. Most people who don't have, maybe they got their own secrets like everyone does, but they're not trying to front or put up a character or hide anything. They can have a genuine conversation. And that night I can go to the bar after getting my haircut and talk to 4 different personalities about 4 different topics and just enjoy myself. I just feel like that's what honest people are. And they're sincere. And when I meet someone, I'm sincere. It might not be under the best circumstances. Like, okay, Tom Cruise is forcing Max to be there, or what's his name again? Starts with an L. No, not an L. Vince V. Vince is forcing him to be there, and she doesn't know that he's in danger. But when he introduces himself, he's still going to be genuine. And the fact that he's going to go up there, he's still genuine enough to get the flowers. And to say, that's your mom, get her flowers. Even though I'm putting you and your life in danger, and if you run, I'll hurt you. I'm still in a predicament where, as a realist, I got to acknowledge my reality. My reality is, I don't want to hurt you if you do what I say. But in the meantime, if I got to meet your mom, I'm still going to be a gentleman and respectful because I'm present. A realist that's present. In whatever moment I'm in it. But he's still working a job. He has a job to do. He's dead wrong, no pun intended. He's dead wrong for unaliving people, but he's on a job. I mean, everything is he's not trying to calm Jamie down. Jamie's character, Max, he's not trying to calm him down. You think he cares? If he doesn't care about the loved ones of the people he's unaliving, you think he cares if his cabbie for the night is offended that he just finished offing someone? He doesn't care. He's just a realist. He's just honest. He's like, man, stop acting like you care about that one person. Thousands of people die every day, and you could care less. Tsunami just came last week, and do you know any of the victims' names? And Jamie is just being his honest self, but maybe never viewed it in that light, because that's obviously not the healthiest light to view things. But he's like, I don't know none of those people. And he's like, and you don't know him. Just, again, he's not convincing him. He's just being real and honest. You don't know him. So stop acting like it's a big thing to you. Again, there's no humanity there. Two things can be true at the same time. He can be some real, honest, realist character, but still have lost to humanity, lost his morals, lost, basic respect we have for one another. But yeah, I just feel he's honest. Anyways, we can go on a rant talking about that if we wanted to. Let's see if bro pulls it off.
Some cookies sweeten your holidays, while the wrong ones slow down your Mac.
If there's one thing worse than signing away your musical rights to a record label, it's signing to a rapper-owned label.
My bad, chat. Definitely went to the wrong thing.
Walking by, his friend just came. Thank you. Oh, I like yours too. Yeah, not on me. Oh my god, it's so cool. And you got is that the tie? Yeah. That is so cool.
It's not exactly it.
Oh, but it looks like it. You're just missing the blonde hair. Fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, fair. You could get a wig, but I mean, yeah.
You could have got a wig, but why?
Yeah,
why?
Yeah.
I'm with you, bro. You did it right, bro.
You don't need a wig. That's so cool. That's nice.
Where'd you get the swords?
Oh, they're like
my costume, like I quietly walked down Hongdae yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Just quickly walked in vintage shops. It was like, all right,
really?
what can I make real quick?
That's great. That's vintage?
Kind of worked out.
Yeah. Mine is just like, the shop on the...
Yeah.
Hey, that's your tie, right?
Yeah, not me.
Hell yeah! I like your costume, dude.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. You too?
I moved here relatively recently.
Chat, W mans. And this is why I don't care where I'm at or who I'm around. I don't mind giving someone a compliment if it's genuine. Like, bro, I like the fit. I know exactly the character you are. Shout out. That was the perfect thing that could have happened for this man who's trying to shoot his shot to someone who's streaming. Shooting your shot and no one is watching is basic human interaction. That's what we do. Either get used to it or get over it, because there's no getting around it. You want to be around women, you want to go on dates, you're going to have to shoot your shot and talk to women. Get used to it. It's not always going to be the most, it's going to be nerve-wracking sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be uncomfortable, in the wrong situation, in the wrong stance. Sometimes she's sitting on the steps at the library and you're standing above her. It's almost uncomfortable. You don't know how to move, you don't know how you're going to stand, but just get over it. That's life. But that right there, if there's one thing that can make this go right, is someone just, hey, shout out to you, bro, like your outfit. That's love. And you know he's going to get the number.
For the next, 3 to 6 months.
Oh, that's nice. For what, like work or? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, you do like code stuff?
Yeah,
that's cool. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
why
cool.
Korea?
No idea. I mean, I was in Japan for 3 months beforehand.
That is, I literally have a friend that was in Japan.
No, and then I was in Malaysia for 3 months.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just figuring out where I want to go.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Low budget traveling.
Yeah.
Working.
True. I mean, you get the travel experience and living here as well.
It's not bad.
Yeah. You like it?
It's fun.
Yeah. How long are you gonna stay then?
I know I have to go back for Christmas to see family.
Right.
I'm originally from the U.S.
Oh, I was just there.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Where in the U.S.?
I was in Texas, Austin, and then I went to California in LA and San Diego.
Damn.
Texas,
Okay.
Austin.
Yeah, where are you from?
Austin, Texas.
Boston.
I thought you were from Europe, I'm not gonna lie. The height and everything, and you kind of give me Netherlands vibe.
German, Austrian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay, because you look like my
German.
friend who's from the Netherlands, a lot like him. So I was like, is it you? Denmark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So it's the States, Boston.
Yeah,
Cool.
Boston.
Do you watch a lot of anime?
Maybe a little bit.
I haven't met anyone who's watched more than me, so I watch a lot. Though today I'm not even an anime.
Are we whipping out my anime list right
Oh!
now. Looking up the-
Battles,
hold on.
battles of the anime.
I mean,
Battles of
I'm
the
just
viewership.
saying, a pretty impressive list. I'm really good with lists.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, me too.
Oh, really?
No, I had a period where I just watched anime.
Oh.
That was my life.
That was me.
Yeah.
15 years ago. I haven't stopped.
It was like eat, sleep, anime, sports, and that's about it.
Same.
It's worth it. It's fun.
Yeah. I should have been an anime character. I kind of a little disappointed in myself. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm a
why are
DC
you not
character right
an
now.
anime character?
Killing it.
I was gonna,
Yeah,
but I feel like there.
So
I
it's
don't
a
know.
mid-costume,
I didn't know who to choose. There was too many to
Switch it
pick
up
from.
sometimes. Yeah, you guys got a lot
I
of
was
anime
kind of
to
like
pick
one
from.
yesterday, but it was a maid. I don't feel like that's fair.
I took like an easy cop out with not being it.
The height is also kind of giving a little bit like disadvantages from other people. So yeah. That's cool.
Well, it was nice. What's your name?
Ines.
I'm Andrew.
Andrew, nice meeting you, Andrew.
Nice meeting you.
Yes.
Well, hope you have a nice night.
You too.
Enjoy your stream.
Thank you.
Hello, peoples.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Thanks.
For anyone who didn't catch that, I know it keeps glitching. She said her name is Venus. I know what it might have sounded like. I figured I'd tell you.
Chad, now I'm really disappointed in myself. I should have become an anime character. I asked you what
should've
to
asked for
do,
his
and you
number.
didn't give me any answers. It's your fault.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
your
good-
fault, Chad.
Hey, I do think DDG's mixtape, Blame the Chat, I think that's such a solid name. Cause chat, I'm telling you, whether we build on the green app or the purple app, I'ma blame y'all for everything. Anytime a stream goes wrong, I'ma blame y'all. See, if y'all would've told me to do this on Christmas instead of Thanksgiving, we wouldn't have had to run into the fact that now I can't do the interview. I'm somehow connected to Blaming the Chat. I love that name. I love that name. I wish he didn't do it. You ever had a name that someone used and you're like jealous of it? You know, healthy jealous. Like, you know, I'm like, dang, why didn't I think of that? I would have probably named the show Blame the Chat. Instead of just don't quote me, instead of just pull up a chair, I would have probably had to think. Or at least I would have made it my at. You know, on TikTok. Just Blame the Chat. I like that. Blame the Chat. Because I like to have a name that's used often. Like, Blame the Chat is something I'm going to do often. You're going to see. Chat, what happened here?
I still need to.
Okay, I'm very awkward. I'm not good at like.
Yes, sir, Ski. That's
Can I
okay.
get your number?
Come back. Come back. It doesn't matter.
I'm like.
Yes, sir.
Pushing myself outside of my comfort
That's
zone.
right.
Trying to,
It's okay
Yeah.
to be honest. Go for
That's
it.
fine. Yeah.
I was like,
I like it.
I should just go for it.
Yeah, you should.
Sure. I don't say my number out loud, so because
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Or like Instagram. Or
Sure.
See, chap, we just spoke about this. Who were we watching when we were streaming the other day? Oh, Theo Von was telling us how he went on a plane. He tried to talk to the stewardess. He felt like she was taking her sweet time, pouring up his drink for he can kind of communicate and talk more. He wanted to ask for her number. Didn't have his phone. Didn't have his phone? Something about he didn't have a pen and paper. I don't know why. Maybe his phone was dead or something. Chat, all I know is I went on a rant on that episode. You remember I was like, don't hesitate. You know, when you're talking to a girl, she's nervous just like you. You're more nervous because you feel like you got a lead. But, you know, if she's giving you signs. Oh, he didn't ask her number, Theo Von said, because he didn't want her to be uncomfortable being that they're in, like, you know, a small, you know, space in a plane. They're going to have to see each other. But, chat, never mind on that. A woman will most likely let you know if you're not alone in a room with her or alone in a date. If there's people around, a woman will let you know if she's uncomfortable. Most of the time. You should definitely be careful. But a woman would tell you, no, thank you. Okay, done. I'm not asking no more. It was nice speaking to you, and thank you so much. That's it. That's the end of that. I don't know why Theo Von didn't ask for her number. Theo Von's at that age where any day now he better find himself a wife. By the way, I'm not downplaying it because I don't want to find myself heading in his age and down the same lane because I thought it was funny. I'm not laughing. I'm just saying, if I was Theo Von's mans, I'll be everybody, a waiter, anybody. Hey, how you doing? Anybody who's not famous, I'd be trying to have bro take her on a date. Yeah, anyways, chat, it's okay. That was the conversation we had. He didn't get the number down. He wrote her email down, or he wrote his email down on a paper. More of the story is coming back to me and making more sense. He wrote his email down on a piece of paper, and he gave it to her. But because the lady was like knocking on the door to get in the bathroom, and there was so much going on around him, even though no one was in the bathroom, he was paying attention to that. He's like, why is this lady still knocking? She was like, you know, an Asian lady or something like that. And kind of yelling at the door and no one's in there. Anyways, he wrote his email down and didn't write the correct email, but gave it to her anyways, chat. And my thing was, there's no way, chat, that I'm walking back to my seat on a plane and sitting there for a whole hour and thinking to myself, why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? I'm getting back up, and it's okay to explain it, chat. It's okay to go, hey, excuse me again. You know what I mean? I don't know why I was rushing. I don't know. I don't know what I was in a rush for. I don't know why I felt pressure. You know what I mean? You're very pretty. I gave you the wrong email. Before I rewrite the email, I wanted to ask, would you rather just take or exchange numbers, or is email best for you? Feel more comfortable? Because Theo Von also said he didn't want to make her feel like, well, she's on her job, and maybe is that even professional for him to ask for a number? But what I'm saying is, chat, it's okay to be honest. It is okay to be human, even with a pretty woman, even with a knockout. It's okay to be like, hey, listen, I don't know what the heck got into me. I was a little nervous. Look how honest this man was. Hey, listen, I'm kind of awkward. I wouldn't use awkward. You don't need to downplay yourself to be honest. You don't need to go, about me. Make it about her. Hey, listen, I don't know what got into me. I was all over the place. You're very pretty. Give a compliment on her before you downplay yourself. Even if you know you're awkward. Even if you know you're weird. Even if you know you don't have game. You don't need to say those things. This is your first impression. The best you can do is try to make it, you know, comical, but not sad. Don't go out bad. Go out funny. Find the funny in it. So yeah, you just, hey, listen, I gave you a email that I don't even know where I pulled that email out of, but here's my actual email, and I also wrote my number down. If you want, you could text me. Something like that. He said he couldn't find a pen, which is understandable. But chat, the point that I'm making is, this man had this good conversation with this lady, this young, beautiful lady, and he had to double back, and I respect it. So, salute the bro. Sometimes you gotta spin a blizzy, you know?
El $6 Popeyes Big Box ha vuelto. 2 piezas de signature chicken o 3 tenders. 2 acompañantes.
He about to nut. Where should he leave it at? He can leave it where he wants to.
Inside.
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 Hold on,
He
chat,
about to nut. Where should he leave it
her.
at? He can leave it where he wants.
Hold on. Get out.